Howdy folks, friends and family across the globe, and welcome back to another entry into WAAAGHamma Wednezdayz Showcase. We're here with Mark of Chaos, which was basically Total War Warhammer before Total War Warhammer. I messed up this opening really bad, didn't I? Dang. I was trying to set it up all fancy, like I had to do Control-Delete thing. Anyways, all artwork's provided by my dear brother, who has all the artistic talent. Just, sometimes he needs a little bit of color thrown in, so I help however I can. Anyway, if you're new, do not do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. Just play games for fun with the sole goal. Invade your phones and homes on big screens, little screens, all screens in between. Hit you the blast from the past, a wave of nostalgia as we laze down the laziest of rivers, the lazy river of life. Look, in short, I like to hang out and play games, share them with you for any reason you want. So pull up a chair, consider me your buddy, your pal, your friends who play good, bad, old, and new games. To my subscribers, I want to say thank you to each and every one of y'all. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing these videos, and I most certainly wouldn't be sounding like the doofus that I am. But y'all have been great to me over the past couple years, and because I want to promise you this, as long as one of you stay subscribed, the videos will keep rolling. Drive-by Redneck and Viewers, howdy. And I guess I could keep the volume where it's at roughly, but I kind of need to do this a couple more times, so we're going to be doing it. Everything's unscripted, completely unprofessional, by design and choice. See how it goes. Alright, did that fix it? Maybe not. Let's see. Nope. Okay. So, yep, that works. That works. Where is it? Bam! Got that going on. How's the sound, by the way? Sound good? Sound okay? Alright, we should be okay. I gotta handle a couple other things real quick, so I'm gonna do this. We're not gonna be playing the Empire campaign. We're not going to be doing Orcs and Goblins. We will be doing a Chaos, Chapter 1, but I don't remember, does it do the same opening? Yes. So, do this, bam, that goes away, this, that, yeah. Yeah, skip all this so you guys can get the cutscene, the opening, probably one of the best openings to a video game, Warhammer-wise anyways, ever. Exit, yeah.
It has been a long and bloody year since the end of the Great War. While the Emperor has claimed victory, the peace that so many heroes gave their lives for has not settled on the lands. The hordes of chaos, though leaderless, continue to taint the northlands of the Empire. Vicious warriors attack merchant caravans and raid isolated farms and villages. The Emperor's battle-weary soldiers patrol the forests and hills, ever vigilant against bloodthirsty warbands intent on looting and slaughter.
For the Empire!
no escape from chaos. It marks us all.
When the tribes came south, some called it the Great Slaughtering, the God-calling, the coming of the storm. There were many great warriors, but none so powerful as the warlord Asvar-Kur. His armies destroyed all foes they met, and ravaged the lands of the south. But Kur fell at the walls of the city called Kislev, and his allies were scattered. It seemed as if the men of the south had triumphed against the gods of the north, though few believed that a man such as Asvar-Kur could be truly killed. Amongst the scattered survivors of Kur's followers, one was to rise to prominence and take up the banner of conquest once held by his former master, a Kurgan of the Kazakh tribe. This man was a bloodthirsty warrior who sought the favor of the gods and harbored dreams of immortality. His exploits would set aflame the lands of the weakling empire. The tale of his life, living long in the legends of the north and the nightmares of the south. His name was Thorgar the Blooded One.
What do you want of me?
I am the herald of the gods. Keep my word, Thorgar of the Kazakhs. You have mighty deeds to perform, and great glory to win. The gods have cast their gaze upon you, and you are to be tested.
What sort of test? What will they have me do?
Their chosen Asvar-Kur has fallen. Another can take his place and stand before the gods as their highest champion. A man strong enough to overcome all foes, with an army large enough to conquer nations, might inherit the mantle that Kur once wore.
How am I to assemble an army? I cannot conjure warriors from thin air!
That is the test, foolish mortal! Prove your worth, conquer, and the spoil for the glory of the gods, and the ultimate reward can be yours. Your kinsmen and allies are all around you. The weak men of the south captured many after Kur was lost. But they still live and can fight once again. Seek them out, and with these men forge an army. Follow the setting sun. Here, you shall prove your worth.
This is just a dream. Too much stolen wine and undercooked meat is playing tricks on me.
Do not question the herald of the gods. Heed these words. You have mighty deeds to perform, and great glory to win, Thorgar.
There you go, now we get my lovely voice. Yeah, this is a WAAAGHammer Wednesday showcase. Whole point of these videos is to show you that not every game happens to need to be a Space Marine 2 to be a hit, nor are they all clunky stinkers. That the vast majority of Warhammer games actually fall into the middle. Long before Warhammer Fantasy Battles, this is what we had. And you know what? It actually holds up pretty well, and it's a lot closer to the tabletop. It's also very similar to Shadows of the Horned Rat and Dark Omen for those who have played those or remember what they were, which I need to get around to those again sometime. It's been a while. And of course, let me know if I need to adjust the sound for the game or not. I could probably drop it down a couple, right? Decibels. Like I said, everything is unedited, unscripted, completely unprofessional. That is by design. I want it to feel hokey and low-key. So, we'll see how it goes. I'm just chattering right now to get a better idea of
I will seek out
my voice versus the game's
The enemy will not come to me.
Just bear with me.
I
I will not be doing a full
coming of a
playthrough.
storm, as the gods command.
Might be
My
wondering
wrath
what
is
I'm doing
not
here. Well,
sated.
funny thing
These will be my
is
lands.
this is your mana. They call it power.
I shall be like
And
the
you
coming
spell
of a
casting
storm.
axes of Axe of Doom.
That the enemy will not come to me. Cowards.
Because I want to make sure that's as full as possible. And there's so much to do. We'll get into over here in a second. They're just walking. They're not wasting stamina.
Oh, beautiful bloodshed! Aye, it shall be.
Let's go into that real quick and check out the sound and make sure it's up. Alright, we should be good. Don't get excited, folks. Just sending out and oh, less. Yeah, this is a great game. So let's go over some real quick basics. You have 3 different trees. These trees change depending upon the character and or the hero that you have access to. There are 3 main campaigns. You have Orcs, you got Empire, you got Chaos. This is the Gold Edition, which you can now play on Steam. When I first did those recordings, those terrible recordings, not that this is much better, you could only play this on Good Old Games, but they've been brought over to Steam now. The game, I think, is priced at about $15. Well worth the price. Though I did see a couple of reviews saying that they had issues with their save files disappearing, so keep that in mind. I don't remember running into that issue with the Good Old Game version I'm playing on. Anyways, you get talent points. You can increase the skills. There's broken up into 3 different trees. Combat, which is your character's generic combat ability. So throwing axes, you can actually attach them to units, which comes into play with command. These abilities cover how useful they are when they get attached to a unit or increasing aspects to other heroes that are nearby as well. So combat's just straight up. They hit harder, they get more health, they get better armor. Dueling is the last tree. This focuses on a specific part of the game where you can duel enemy characters, from wizards to generals to so on and so forth. It creates a little ring. Nobody can get in and attack while they're dueling. And you get a whole different set of skills. You'll see it when we go through the tutorial. This is all about that, so this doesn't help you with, throwing the axe or increasing your health, anything like that.
Destroyer! Glorious battle! This is no fight! Make the most of these last moments of your lives!
Usually, the advice I like to give people is go combat heavy, because then you can go WAAAGHammer, which was basically what was dominating the editions around the time that this game released. It was very WAAAGHammer heavy, where usually units were just extra wounds for your character you tossed in there. Okay, some of them do have prerequisites, right? So this is Unholy Strength. For Armored, we need 5 points in Unholy Strength. Axe of Doom, Master of Slaughter. Alright, I don't see anything for that, so it might just be worth it to put it. Yeah. Okay. That's actually fairly important because what happens is you're going to run into people who are on horseback.
I will seek out my foes.
Now, you can't save in mission. This is mission-based. It is very... You get the units, and you got to make do with the units that you get on the map. I'm so happy to be back, though. I really do enjoy this game.
Foes.
It is challenging. The Orc campaign especially. Now, how do I shift the camera view? I don't remember.
That is the coward's way. I am the god's executioner.
Well,
I move towards immortality as the gods command. My wrath is not sated.
Just walk.
The prey has been sighted. My conquest grows with every moment. I am the god's executioner. Your enemies will soon be dead. Glorious battle, truly chosen by the gods. We will eagerly follow you to greater glory. Orphans beyond count. The gods are pleased.
Alright, yeah, no saves coming. How you doing, sign-ups?
The power of chaos flows within me. Fight for the gods!
There is unit veterancy. It goes up to 3 ranks. It really does matter because not only does it impact the amount of damage that they do and increase their unit size, or their stats, it also increases the number of models per unit. So right now you'll see there's 24 of 30. I don't remember the exact max that it gets them up to, but if I remember, it's like 60. I'm happy to hear that. Alright, let me, what else can I quick and dirty over?
My blade is yours.
It does behoove you to kind of explore at times. I don't remember if there's anything on this map. But there is a bit of questing that can go on, side quests and whatnot. And once you finish a map, unless you reload a save, you cannot go back. So make sure you do that. You want to level up your heroes as much as you can. I also picked this Chaos Campaign. There we go.
Cowards.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Or remembering.
Your enemies will soon be dead. Glorious battle will destroy them all.
There is friendly fire, so this is probably not the smartest thing to do.
The power of chaos flows within me.
But
the warriors are victorious. The power of chaos flows within me.
We want them to get experience as well.
As the
There are items you can pick up. Yes, you can basically
I will seek out my
level
foes.
yourself into a corner where it will be nigh impossible to beat the game.
I will seek out my foes.
The game is usually pretty good about getting you enough experience because there are some missions that are just duels between your general. And that's one of the examples of where you can end your playthrough before you begin because
ready your axes.
You're going to either need to use items, which you can see right here, that you pick up throughout the game, or you can buy once we get to the encampment stage to kind of hopefully muscle through it. Or you have to spec strictly into dueling, which I do not recommend. Because you really want to make sure that your characters are powerhouses here on the battle map.
As the gods command, as our Lord wishes. Strike swiftly!
I just don't remember the keys to changing the camera angle, so we're gonna be stuck at this.
Destroy them all! Kill everything!
Let's see.
We follow you,
I'll
great
spoil it.
champion.
Chaos is probably the more interesting one to play
Power of
because
chaos flows
it
within
has a
me.
split campaign at a point where you can make a decision that will change how you play.
Bow
For those
down to
familiar
all the
with
gods.
the setting, you can devote yourself to one of the four. Well, there's only two available.
The enemy
One
will
of
not
two
come
Chaos
to
Gods.
us. Our tribe is the strongest.
And based on which one you devote yourself to is what units you get access to, as well as what your character ends up.
Chaos flows within me.
I can't remember what I rolled on that.
Join.
I'd have to look at the videos.
Beyond us. Fight for the gods. Your enemies will soon be dead.
Stop
Bow
running.
down to all the gods. The gods are pleased. The power of chaos flows within me. We bring death. Bow down to all the gods. The gods have sent you to us
yeah,
as a
that's
sign, great warrior.
that's the way I'd run if I
Show
was
us
running
the
from a
way
board
to
of
victory.
evil chaos cultists.
Let none escape. We fear nothing.
You have formations. Some units will have
We follow
different
you,
abilities.
great
Some
champion.
unlock actually as they level up.
I shall destroy
It is
this
not
army
to the
with
same
ease.
level as, say... Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
The enemy will not come.
It's not to the
to
same
me.
level as Total War Warhammer, but there's still enough
I will
engagement.
seek out my foes.
I think I may have messed up a little bit. We're gonna get a second character here momentarily. I probably should have
move
waited until I
towards
got him to
immortality.
go get those items up here, because then he would have gotten experience as well. But
The enemy will not come to me, cowards.
what have you. Alright, green bar, health, pink, purple bar, morale, white bar is stamina.
The enemy is weak.
You want to make sure you do not run out of stamina. So, generally you're going to want to
Death
walk
for
everywhere
the
you go.
Death Lord! Let's get moving! I am the god's
It's a game longer,
executioner.
but
Ready your axes!
you really want to save your stamina for charges. The three factions that you... main factions, because let me say that each
Prey has been sighted.
main faction will have
I shall
sub-factions that
destroy
they
this army with ease.
also have access to. For those in the know,
Destroyer!
Chaos will have access to Skaven, so you'll also be able to play as the Skaven on
Beautiful bloodshed! Gods are
it.
pleased.
Empire have elves, so you should never pick Empire. No one likes elves.
Let us slaughter
Only good
these
elf is dead
weaklings.
elf. I think you also get to play dwarfs for a little bit,
My wrath is not sated.
from what I remember. And as you can see, we leveled up, got another point. Popping into that, because again, once enemies start getting large, which is horseback or bigger, that's going to help you out even in a duel. This will help in a duel, this helps in a duel, that helps in a duel. That's why I feel combat is the best line to go down. Oh yeah, that. Funny you mentioned that. We did get ear protection. They were these little like white, or not white, yellow, and sometimes orange foamy things. There was actually a lawsuit that was presented sometime after I got out because it didn't work. And, I mean, I'll be the first to admit I never wore the ear protection. Whether it was directing mortar fire or, you know, firing a 50 caliber. Or going into a building with a shotgun and an M16. I never wore it. Yeah, it was basically just little yellow pieces of foam in a plastic baggie. And I will remark that being in the Marine Corps, we did not get a lot of the best gear. I did not get an up-armored Humvee until halfway through my second deployment. And by it, you know, I didn't get an up-armored. My entire unit didn't get any up-armored Humvees until about our second deployment, halfway through our second deployment.
Bow down to all the gods.
And we got those given to us by the Air Force, and we literally had to dust them off and get rid of, like, spider webs, because all they'd been doing was sitting in a
Let us slaughter these weaklings. Death for the Death Lord!
Okay, here's our next hero.
Dogs will not live to regret your resistance to the Chaos Gods.
I am death! I shall slaughter all of them! We bring death! Let the Red River flow! Glorious we bring death!
Oh, heck yeah.
The enemy is weak!
As you can see, this got a second chevron, so they went up.
The gods told me that one would come to lead us.
Now we have access to the sorcerer.
A worthy champion, and I swear my service to you.
And as you see, as soon as they leveled up, their max count jumped up to 48 for this unit, and their health went down because now there's more models we have to refill. Yeah, grinding metal. Yeah,
There can be no victory against my
got
immortal
stories.
masters.
I'll save that for another day. But totally sympathize with that. Sorcerer, for example, here we go. His command is different, and duels similar. They do actually function different. They get different abilities based on their class. So just because they both are...
Destroy them all! Kill everything!
Thorgar, the Blooded One, has a dual tree. It's not the same as our sorcerers. Some will be similar, like the hit chance. But usually the further up you go, the more different it becomes. Same thing with their command line. Steel Soul is one of the rare exceptions where you might want to dip out of combat. With sorcerers, you get a bit more wiggle room, but I'd still avoid dueling. You want to basically level up any and all of their damaging spells, and then shift over solely to command, because they are squishy, and you want them in a unit. So let's see, powerful attack that affects the area, reduces the cooldown of all spells. You also want that. Actually, most of them are pretty good. You can ignore that. Well, maybe you can pair with that. Anyways, bam.
Let us slaughter these weaklings!
The four powers favor me.
Alright.
We shall earn the favor of the gods with the blood of the weaklings!
Here is the attached hero to regiment, so you could pick.
The gods have blessed you with my presence.
If you wanted to, we can do that. Here, now
Let
it's part
us
of the...
slaughter these
Now,
weaklings!
I don't like to do that. Reason is, if we throw the axe here, it will actually hit some in our
My
unit.
blade is yours! I need no help
The
with
sorcerer, we should be fine.
The gods
I still don't
grant me
like to do
their
that.
power.
If I remember, there was something back.
The enemy will not come to me, cowards.
Were you grinding metal for work, or was it like a
How
class?
might I serve the gods?
I would rate this as maybe a 7,
The prey has been sighted.
8 out of 10 at times.
The gods grant
The
me their
Orc
power.
and Goblin, the Greenskin campaign, is definitely a lot harder than the other two. But there are some challenging missions. Even for the Chaos campaign.
Destroy and dominate!
No. Where's your run?
There can be no victory against my immortal masters.
I know we got this.
The power of the gods. It is not the gods' will.
Oh, you lucky duck.
Fall back! The gods are pleased. Your warriors are victorious. The enemy will not come to me.
That's really cool, though. I was trying to go to welding school, but the VA kept denying me.
The gods will be victorious.
Now, you're not going to know what item that is until you pick it up. Same with
The power of chaos flows within me.
See, I probably should put that on.
Destroy and dominate!
We'll be able to look at items when we get to the battle.
Here.
Yeah, I'd say if you level your characters pretty poorly, this can be a very difficult game. Don't try and spread your points out. Dueling is very situational in the point that there's only maybe 6 missions where you're forced to only do a duel. You want to stick to combat and command.
I shall destroy this army
otherwise,
with ease.
Again, you make it very difficult. Oh, really?
Advance for battle!
That does.
I shall destroy this army with ease. We are ready to fight. Destroy and dominate! I move towards immortality. We cannot serve the gods that Let's get moving! Destroy and dominate!
Well, did they give you another teacher after those 3
I am
weeks?
the god's executioner. Forward, kinsman! Forward! Get over there!
I guess once the strike got
We do not fear this foe.
hopefully resolved.
Bastards on a run! No mercy! Cut them down! For Sigma! Glorious battle is joy! Our kinsmen need our aid. The men of the Empire will pay in blood. Their weak god cannot help them now. The power of chaos flows within me. We do not fear this foe. Get moving! Destroy and dominate!
Strong this day.
Destroy and dominate!
There can be no victory against my immortal masters.
Your warriors are victorious! Be ungentle in your attentions! We fear nothing! Our tribes shall claim this land for the gods! Save yourselves! Bring unkind death! I am dead! Lost the gods.
There we go. You want to finish off units because they drop gold.
Like a
You
true
need
champion,
gold.
and we will be proud to call you our leader. We shall give the Empire cause to dread the Northmen again! We do not fear this foe! The enemy is weak! The tide of chaos stretches...
Huh. Damn. That really blows, man. Yeah, my Pretzel was a high school teacher for a couple of years. And I do know you said it was college, but I was actually going to do science, and when I was doing my science, I was doing like a short stint, like 6 months teaching at a high school. They just kept blocking me from doing and teaching the classes the way I wanted to teach them, so I decided I was not going to go down that route. But bad teachers really ruin it, you know? Okay, this is the campaign map screen. I'll try and ramble a little bit about this real quick. This is going to be an encampment. Here, we can do this, basically. We can already do it here, but when you move here, it gives you some fluffy text. Allows you to reinforce your troops, to sell items, to look at your items and move them around, so on and so forth. Crossroads, always take the shorter of the roads because you'll come back to the main road once you finish it. Otherwise, you just miss out on experience and items. So anytime it says optional, take the optional route. Alright, so this is going to be another battle. This might be a duel. Fortress of the Gods, Crossroads. Okay, here, it'll tell you when it's a duel. So Crossroads is a strictly dueling segment. So we will do that. Right click, moves across the map.
Hold a moment, warrior. What brings you to the camp at Angric Wolfbane? It is heartening that there are those that still continue the fight. I am Thorgar, and I am seeking allies to join my battles against the weaklings of the Empire.
They should just rename
gods favor you,
it.
Thorgar.
You need to do this.
Not all of us fled back to the north. A champion such as yourself will be more than welcome.
I totally get it, though. One of the worst teachers I had wasn't even supposed to be teaching the class back in college when I was going for one of my degrees, and he had to curve everyone because everyone but like 2 students failed. It was an accounting class, and it was one of the worst classes I've ever taken. It was like accounting 1, accounting 2, something like that. Nice guy, but I mean, bad teachers. Just all I kept thinking was, if any of us graduate off of this. Exactly. And that's basically what everyone in the class was saying, was like, we don't think it's us. Alright, so this is the encampment screen, which is just a basically nicer looking version of that other one we're looking at. So, here you can not only replace units that you lost, as you can see, 24 of 39. We actually didn't lose any models from that unit, but because they've ranked up to level 3, which might be max, I think, we end up with 15 extra spots that we have to refill. Because now we're at max rank with that. Yeah. On top of that, you can pay gold for blessings. I really don't until it's the last mission for the campaign you're playing, because they usually only last for the battle. As you can see here, it says it increases the chance of hitting the next battle by 5%. Not really worth it. You can look at the background, little picture. Always nice to see that. And a little bit of lore. If you're expecting like army book lore, you're not going to get it, but for those unfamiliar for the setting, it just gives you enough of a taste. The armory. This is going to be key. On top of getting blessings, you can actually increase their weapon, their armor. You can give them banners, you can give them musicians, and you can give them a champion. Right. Exactly. So it is not worth spending your money on blessings until like the last mission when you have all the money in the world and you know you're not going to need it for something in the future. I would not recommend buying any upgrades until you have enough to comfortably upgrade them all the way to 3rd level. From what I remember, mind you, I am old. Memory's not what it used to be. They don't lower the prices if you have like the 1st level upgrade. This is not going to be cheaper. So just hold out for this. These you can always get, and they're always beneficial, right? Standard Bearer, let's see, increases the maximum morale of the regiment by 15%. And more importantly, it allows you to equip magic banners. So you can't put anything in this slot until you get a Standard Bearer. And these, some of these are really good. From giving you infinite stamina to giving you unbreakable, so your units don't need to worry about morale, to causing more damage. A lot of flexibility there. Champion adds an extra model to the unit that's a little bit stronger, hits a little bit better. It's always worth it. And Musician, of course, for morale regeneration. Less so an issue for Chaos Warriors. More so for your Marauders, or if you're playing Greenskins, you basically, this is going to be mandatory. Top of that, you got siege equipment. That's right, there are castle sieges. This was around the same edition of Warhammer Fantasy Battles where there was a supplement called Siege, which allowed you to, well, yeah, play siege battles. There were rules and everything for the models. So ladders, again, you're going to basically want to put ladders on everything that you can. And here you go. Here's a magic banner that you can equip. That's just like a generic one. So right now we're not going to get anything though. For heroes, we're going to look at the items. +1 armor, 30% charge bonus. You know what? We can keep that on him because his armor is, what, 4? Yeah. And if we take the helmet off the wizard, no armor. Right. That's the biggest thing. That I would say hurts the game. It's not a traditional RTS. It's more like Myth, the Fallen Lords. No, there is regretfully no base building. There are points on the map that you might have to hold on to, but this is more or less simulating the tabletop experience of the miniatures for the game. But much like you, I still dream of the day that Warhammer Fantasy gets a proper base building. RTS game. Hey, Pretzel. Entering the barracks, once again, allows you to buy units or sell. Because you see this space here, once it's filled, you don't get any more. And as you can see, there's siege units you'll eventually be able to buy. And the units are different based upon the faction and campaign you're playing. All good. Last but not least, we have the Alchemist. This is where you can buy different magic items, different potions. Honestly, you don't need to buy any magic items. Potions, I would recommend, especially if you got duels coming up. So let's do that. Alright. Enter the barracks. You're good. Temple. Reinforce. Close. Now we can save game. As you can see here, saves from way back when. Empire, Chaos. There we go. Save game. Alright. few brave souls have eked out a living on the very edges of the Empire wilderness for several generations. Though not a great conquest, the destruction of their pitiful collection of hovels will mark the start of Thorgar's rise to glory. Now, this does take place, for those who are familiar with the lore, after the fall of Cassivar Cole, who was a long-time precursor to Archaon that fans of Total War Warhammer might be familiar with. He was the Ever-Chosen before, during the reign of, I believe, Magnus for the Empire. I'm more of an undead Vampire Counts Tomb Kings guy, so my lore for Chaos and all that's a little bit suspect. I do have quite a few of the fluff books, but that's, yeah. Anyways, so it takes place around the time of Chaos Bane, for those who have played that game. Alright, so we're allowed to bring 4 units for this and 2 heroes. Boom. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right, ranged helps. Yeah. We'll need to make sure that we put this on him before the duel.
The prey has been sighted.
Alright, so last mission, which was the first mission, didn't really give us a lot of what an actual battle is going to run through. You're going to get a deployment phase. Allows you to kind of maneuver your units where you want to put them.
Glory to chaos!
Death for the Death Lord! Strike swiftly! Get moving!
The breath of the
And you
gods.
can even attach at this point.
Strong this day.
I do not like to attach heroes because, again, it kind of limits their mobility. The exception will be that sorcerer. Because...
How might I
Oh, we
serve
got
the
points you can
gods?
bump in here.
The gods will be victorious.
He has Steel Soul. And that will heal the unit he is attached to.
The gods favor us with
And
this
we do want to keep our
bountiful
chaos
carnage.
warriors topped off, so let's do that.
The gods have blessed you with my
1,
presence.
2,
The enemy is
3,
weak!
and 4.
May the gods curse the slowest man!
Alright, if this is the one I remember, there's going to be a lot of buildings. I don't remember which buildings have things in them.
I shall burn it to the ground! Raise a clamor of war and the pyre of the dead so that the gods might notice us!
There can be no victory against my immortal
You can see his
masters.
fast range, right? Little dotted line.
The
Swordsman
prey
and
has been
handgunners.
sighted.
I will destroy them all! Drive back those northern dogs! I sense a massacre! We follow you, great champion!
The four powers favor me.
Bring unkind death!
Merely mortal.
Gods are pleased! Your warriors are victorious! From our tribe shall the mightiest champions arise! I expected better sport, even from these wretches. Be careful and watch for traps. It is good. We do not fear this foe!
The prey has been sighted.
Fight for the
So,
gods!
as you can see now, there are
I shall destroy this army with ease!
houses.
Raise that hovel to the ground! How might I serve the gods? I shall destroy this army with ease! I will destroy them all! So the mystery is solved! It appears that we are not the only ones with our eyes set on this tarnished prize. Destroy! Slaughter!
The prey has been sighted. My will cannot be contested. The gods crave neither power.
Raise that hovel to the ground! Destroy!
So we'll see if we can dig up
Let's
anything.
slaughter these weaklings! Death for the Death Lord! I shall destroy this army with ease!
We're about to get
We fear nothing! Fight hard!
Oh, they can't pick it up.
Slay! The warriors are victorious!
Our fates are no longer as one.
We follow you, great champion! We shall earn the favor of the gods with the blood of the weaklings! The gods are pleased! Your warriors are victorious! I shall wreak death upon my foe! Let us slaughter these weaklings! Kill for the glorious battle is joy! We do not fear this foe!
As my lord wishes, it shall be done. There is nothing for me here. The prey has been sighted. Lead my steps. The gods have blessed you with my presence.
The gods have abandoned us! We follow you, great champion! Raise that hovel to the ground! Let us slaughter these weaklings! The enemy is weak!
No stone shall be left standing.
Raise that hovel to the ground!
The CNC sandbag exploit? I do not remember that. But I am going to look it up because I am
I will
curious.
destroy them all! Glorious battle is joy!
It shall be done.
We do not fear this foe! Get over there!
Stop them trying to get what's
moving!
inside the buildings.
Forward,
prey has been
kinsmen!
sighted.
Forward! Raise that hovel to the ground! What would you have us do?
But it is neat that they left it in then, an exploit. I'm not a fan when developers start removing stuff. Because it's a single-player game, you can choose not to.
The gods are impatient of victorious towards immortality.
Alright, we gotta be
My
careful.
conquest grows with every moment.
I don't want to do anything in there yet because
I shall destroy this army
it's going to
with
trigger an
ease.
event.
Let none escape! Raise that hovel to the ground! Our tribe shall claim this land for the gods!
No stone shall be left standing.
Ready your axes!
We got great swords.
I am the herald of the northern powers.
I will destroy them all! The power of chaos flows within me!
No stone shall be left standing.
I will destroy them all!
We're going to sit here and try and sap up experience.
We follow you, great champion! Raise that hovel to the ground!
Also, we're not in any rush.
Raise that hovel to the ground!
There can be no victory against my immortal masters.
We follow you, great champion!
My will cannot be contested.
The enemy is weak! Raise that hovel to the ground! The prey has been sighted.
Oh, hopefully we didn't mess this up.
We shall earn the favor of the gods with the blood of the weaklings!
My will cannot be contested. There can be no rest.
Relish the agony.
I shall go where the gods sent me.
We bring death. The gods are pleased.
I
Your warriors are
of
victorious.
the northern powers.
Let none escape.
The gods grant me their power. My will cannot be contested.
No man can fight these creatures.
So,
Frail.
corn cares not whence the blood flows, only that it does.
The gods grant me their power.
Let the Red River flow.
So as long as we keep our units near them, we also get the benefit of it. Let's see, increases magic resistance. Here's defense against range. You want that. I am ready for those RTS questions.
Our tribe is the strongest.
It's a great time to ask,
The
too,
gods
because,
speak through me. There can be no victory against my immortal masters. The four powers favor me.
as you can see, even though the great swords were fewer in number, they, because of the morale, they were
The gods
more than happy.
will be
Keep shopping.
victorious.
Synops,
We do not
despite,
fear this foe.
I think he's still newer to the genre,
Battle.
could probably answer those same questions as well as I could, to be honest with you.
My will cannot be
We're
contested.
gonna wait. As you can see, their stamina is really low. And basically, you just wait around, and it'll build up. Key thing is, we don't want to go in there to trigger it. Yeah, the first game to be considered in RTS, as we know them, was Dune 2. Now, I'm going to look this up because there is another game some people cite, but it's like Svai something. Herzog Svai, or Zwei, is often cited by sources like IGN and Ars Technica as the first true RTS. Unit construction, resource management, base destruction, real-time control in a single package. Is generally talked about. But the first one that follows the format that we know most RTS games to follow, with the base building as it is and how the, right-clicking to move and attack, comes from Doom 2, which is also the same engine which Warcraft Orcs vs. Humans copied, more or less.
The breath of the gods blows strong this day.
Now, I have not played Herzog Zwei. I always have a problem saying that. Zwei? But Doom 2 I have.
No victory against my
I still have my
immortal
Doom 2 on
masters.
Genesis.
Chaos will rule
Coincidentally, Doom
this
1,
frail world.
done by Westwood Studios,
As
by
our
the way,
Lord
who are known for
wishes.
Command and Conquer and Red Alert. Dune 1 was a point-and-click puzzle game. The exact year for Dune 2, I'd probably guess like 92, maybe? Herzog was 89, I think. Yeah. Alright, 92 was Dune 2. In regards to how you gather resources, base building, unit production, Dune 2 was it. Exactly, yes. 100% sign-ops. Which, I have one of those. I paid like $180 for one. It is really well made. Sharp as crap. Cut myself
It shall be done.
on it.
The gods grant me their power. I shall seek out the strongest magic.
Also, what great swords in Warhammer Fantasy use.
The gods grant me their power. My will cannot be contested.
Was there a building over here? No. Actually, let's
Chaos will rule The prey has been sighted.
Can we hit that without triggering them? The reason is what's going to happen is there's going to be a big horde of corn followers.
Advance for battle!
Now, if we gave them ladders, we could climb this wall, but there's no real
to the
reason
ground!
to climb it.
Raise that hovel to
Screw
the
it, we'll just go.
ground! We fear nothing! Let none escape! Raise that hovel to the ground!
Prey has been sighted. I shall go where the gods sent me. There can
We
be
need
no
to try and get
rest.
as close as possible with our heroes so that they can level up.
Let us slaughter these weaklings!
The gods work in mysterious ways. I am but the servant.
I shall destroy this army with ease! The enemy is weak!
Glorious battle is joined.
The enemy is weak!
There can be no victory against my immortal masters.
Oh no.
The gods grant
Yeah, no,
me
we don't
their
want anything to do with
power.
that. You guys can have fun with that.
Relish the agony. The four powers favor.
Raise that hovel to the ground! Raise that hovel to the ground!
No, 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 no. Run.
Strongest magic.
Nope, running.
I
Run.
shall go where the gods sent me. The gods will be victorious.
I claim this conquest in the
This
name
isn't
of
good.
Plague Blood Wound! Any man who disputes this can step forward and face my blade!
Masters.
Glorious
Run.
battle is joined! Be
I made a mistake.
gentle in your intentions!
Running.
There can be no victory against my immortal masters.
Pleased, your warriors are
My
victorious!
will cannot be contested.
Relish the agony! From our tribe shall the mightiest champions arise this day! As the gods command. The gods have shown us the way! Destroy and dominate! Death for the Death Lord!
No. Now,
For me,
when you see a portrait here, that means an enemy general is trying to initiate a duel. You know who he's going to try and initiate a duel with because the picture will be highlighted here, but he can always switch to your other character, so be careful and keep an eye on that. There are billions. I have heard of it. Is that one you've played, and would you recommend it? We do not have anyone set up.
will be victorious. I am the herald of the northern powers. The gods will be victorious.
Your warriors did not From our tribe shall the mightiest champions arise this day! I will seek out my foes!
Chaos will rule.
Your warriors did not dishonor
Keep running.
themselves!
The gods command. And
Because
I
it's-
obey.
no. Okay, he's in it to win it now. We are not built for dueling, so.
Fear this foe!
Oh, we already lost 2 units. That sucks.
Good wishes.
So yeah, I did not do this right.
The gods will be victorious.
A weakling foe has been vanquished!
My will cannot be contested.
Love the pain! Destroy and dominate! Taste my blade! From our tribe shall the mightiest champions arise this day!
The gods command.
So we might have to refight this battle.
Your warriors did not dishonor themselves!
Yeah, let's restart. See, part of the problem is I was so focused on wanting to break up the buildings. I'm not gonna say nothing. What do I dislike about RTS as a genre or a specific RTS game? Because I can tell you, I hate how they handled Dawn of War 3. But if you're asking specifically about the genre itself...
The prey has been sighted.
Destroy and dominate! We follow you, great champion! The power of chaos! Burn it to the ground! Raise a clamor of war and the pyre of the dead so that the gods might notice us! Destroyer!
Chaos will rule this frail world.
Then I'll be able to answer your question better.
The gods control.
Charge! I am the god. Drive back those northern dogs! Welcome bloodshed! As the gods command. Pray and slay!
Okay, what do I dislike? What do I like and dislike about the genre? I like the multifacetedness of the gameplay. Having to manage your base building, moving units around, having cool effects going on, upgrading units every match. I like how on some of them you have overarching battle maps where you can kind of further improve them. So it kind of mixes a lot of the things I do like about games, such as leveling up, multitasking, and where the phrase "it's like a puzzle" comes from, because every RTS stage or mission is like a puzzle where you have to figure out the right combination of units to accomplish the goal, whatever that is. What I dislike about the genre, outside of saying something like "there's just not enough of them," would probably be it is a genre where I think too many games have leaned too heavily towards being a clone of Command and Conquer, so that like the really unique ones never got off the ground. Oh, yeah, actually, that's a really good one, Synops. Yeah, what Synops said, the cheating that rampantly goes on with the AI, because they think challenge equals giving the AI unfair advantages, such as what was it? I played one RTS game where I destroyed all their farms, or their things that allowed them to produce units, so they weren't affected by the unit cap, and they still kept building units. I got rid of all their gathering units, and what happened next? Because they have infinite money in the background, they were still building units, even though there was no way they could actually buy units because they weren't getting resources. So yeah, Synops is that is a I'm gonna steal from him, because that is a really good response.
The gods speak through me. The gods are pleased. My will comes victorious.
I expected better sport, even from these wretches. Be careful and watch for traps. How might I serve the gods? Destroy and dominate! Move quickly, my kinsmen! How might I serve the gods? Get moving! Pray and slay!
The prey has
Raise
been sighted.
that hovel to the ground!
That would be correct. Some games do not have those same types of cheats. Others do.
Fight for the gods! So the mystery is solved! It appears that we are not the only ones with our eyes set on this tarnished prize.
The prey has been sighted. I am the herald of the northern powers.
Fight for the gods! Death for the Death Lord!
Glorious battle
Death
is
for
joined.
the Death Lord! We fear
Yo,
nothing.
see that house? Hit the house.
Raise that hovel to the ground! Fight for the gods! My conquest grows with every moment! The prey has been sighted. We fear nothing! Pray and slay! Forward, kinsmen! Forward!
Alright, right now, again, we're just sapping experience.
From our tribe shall the mightiest champions arise this day! Your warriors are victorious! We shall earn the favor of the gods with the blood of the weaklings! Pray and slay! I sense a massacre! The power of chaos flows within me!
Oh, that's a great lineup. Oh, I love to see that. As you can see, we have barely enough to cast.
God, please! Your warriors are victorious! Destroy and dominate! We fear nothing! My blade is yours! The gods have abandoned us! Death for the Death Lord! The prey has been sighted. Let us slaughter these weaklings! How might I serve the gods? The gods have shown us the way!
Tiberian Dawn with an obelisk that rebuilds something you destroy even if... Yes, that's right. Because the rules are you can't build unless you're close to your base. Right. Right.
Aye, it shall be gods, please.
I'd say it's similar to my complaint about
with ease.
Whenever
Glorious battle is joined. Relish the agony.
developers think making a game hard is just making them a bullet sponge. And you die in one hit.
Death for the Death Lord! We follow you, great champion! The gods have shown us the way! Let us slaughter these weaklings! As the gods command, raise that hovel to the ground! The prey has been sighted. I will destroy them all! What would you have us do? Advance for battle! We shall earn the favor of the gods with the blood of the weaklings! From our tribe shall the mightiest champions arise this day! Bow down to all the gods! Relish the agony!
As my lord wishes, it shall be done.
The gods are pleased! Your warriors are victorious! From our tribe shall the mightiest champions arise this day! I am the god's executioner. I will seek out my foes.
Again, we're just sapping experience when we can.
From our tribe shall the mightiest champions arise this day. The enemy is weak. We bring death. Fight for the gods. Destroy them all! Kill everything! The warriors are victorious! God's command. Destroy them all! Kill everything! Glorious
And then we go in.
My blade is yours. Let us slaughter these weaklings. Pleased. Your warriors are victorious. Mighty creatures! What would you have us do? Bring unkind death! We do not fear this foe. The gods are pleased. Your warriors are victorious. I shall destroy this army with ease.
You keep throwing your axes. See how that works for you.
We do not fear this foe. Move quickly, my kinsmen. Get over there. Let's get
Now,
moving.
sometimes you actually
The gods
shouldn't
are
be doing
impatient.
this. It does count
Death for
units
the Death
actually
Lord.
or models in the unit in
How might I
contact.
serve the gods? I move towards immortality.
Alright,
Destroy and dominate!
we're in a better
fear
position now.
nothing! It is good.
It is a good day. Go armor. Armor never hurts. Let's see what. Real quick. Again, this is your power. This is used for spells. Your more martial
I shall
characters
destroy this
basically
army
use
with
cooldowns.
ease.
If we hover over this, it'll show you how much it takes away to cast those spells. Builds up over time. Eventually, though, you're gonna have to pop
As my lord wishes, it shall
a
be done.
potion. There we go. To refill your power.
How might I serve the gods?
Can we hit that from here?
Destroy them all! Kill everything! We fear nothing! Raise that hovel to the ground! We do not fear this foe!
And we know there's at least one potion up here.
Ray and slay! Raise that hovel to the ground! Our tribe
I
shall
think
claim
this
this
time
land
we'll-
for the gods!
Kind of support the Empire if we can.
From our tribe shall the mightiest champions arise this day!
has been sighted.
Forward, kinsmen! Forward!
Yeah, and I think Halo
Let
Wars
none
would be a
escape.
nice entry point for us to try sometime. Since I'm aware it does have a co-op campaign.
I will destroy them all! I will destroy them all! Move quickly, my kinsmen!
And it's more of a base building RTS rather than Dawn of War 2 was.
Get them in range! The gods are impatient! Strike swiftly! Raise that hovel to the ground! We fear nothing! We bring death! The enemy is weak!
Yeah, Dawn of War 2 is very good for teaching, positioning, and unit
For the
making.
Death Lord!
A little bit about requisition and using resources, but you need to play a full-on needing to mine, collect resources kind of game. Base building.
The enemy is weak! I will destroy them all! Our tribe is the strongest! We
Alright,
do not
I'll
fear
avoid
this
items
foe.
for now.
Has been sighted.
From our tribe shall the mightiest champions arise this day! We do not fear this foe! Ready your axes! Raise that hovel to the ground! Raise that hovel to the ground! I will seek out my foe. Slav the gods walk in mysterious ways. Raise that hovel to the ground! My blade is yours.
The prey has been
I
sighted.
move towards immortality. I will destroy them all!
The gods speak through me.
Destroy them all! Kill everything! The enemy is weak, as our Lord wishes. Death for the Death Lord!
Your warriors
Will
are
not
victorious.
escape! Advance for battle!
the agony.
My wrath is not sated. My wrath is not sated. Ready your axes!
Save yourselves!
Destroy and dominate!
What would you have us do? God, we shall I claim this conquest in the name of Crag Bloodwound. Any man who disputes this can step forward and face my blade. The breath of the gods blows strong this day. The gods are killed, the gods are victorious.
The power of chaos flows within me.
Our tribe is the strongest. Relish the agony.
Strike swiftly! Forward, kinsmen! Forward!
The gods will be victorious.
Death for the Death Lord! Bow down to all the gods! Charge! Bow down to all the gods!
I am the herald
Alright, let's get
of
him
the
in the blue.
northern power.
There we go.
I will destroy
Nope.
them all! The gods have shown us the way! The power of chaos flows within
The
me!
warriors are victorious. The gods will be victorious. Relish the agony.
Bring unkind death!
I am the herald of the northern powers. Glorious battle is joined.
Death for the Death Lord! Be ungentle in
So
your
as you can see, we're trying to...
The warriors are victorious.
Destroy them all! Kill everything! Destroy and dominate!
Let's get into this then.
We are ready to fight! Destroy them all! Kill everything! I will destroy them all! Destroy and dominate!
And regretfully, I don't believe you get... I think you might get the items that are left on the map that you didn't pick up. Remembered something I did funny in Red Alert 1. I got 100,000 in the bank with 4K energy. Took me a few hours, so I thought it was funny. It was because the endings were right. I bet that caused some disruptions on that counter, huh? So you got to see a duel, and saw our sorcerer run.
Pleased with you, Thorgar.
And so they should be. Many widows and orphans I have made in their name.
Yet, there rises a host that will destroy everything you strive for.
There is not a foe I will not face with joy.
Your confidence skirts with arrogance.
And those familiar with Dawn of War? 1,
The men of the Empire.
Soulstorm, Dark
have gathered a
Crusade,
great
Winter Soul.
army, greater than you.
You might recognize some of the voice
From
acting.
the south they march, intent on the fortress of Heldenburg. Here,
Alright,
your
sign off. Thanks for
kinsmen,
stopping in.
Other warriors of the gods are
Always
soon
great
to
to
be
talk with you.
trapped. Defeat this army of the Empire.
Take it
and your
easy and
ranks will swell
have a good sleep.
greatly.
To the south, I will go at once, and the men of the Empire shall learn why Thorgar the Blooded is to be feared.
Alright, defeated warriors want to join the forces. 1 night of chaos has been added. We also got 4,000 gold. Bam. So, we can pull up the camp. Enter the temple. See what we got. This is an icon of desecration. It's a single use. Refills your units. Can only be used by chaos. Got it. Got points to spend. Bam. Okay, he gets no points. Or the armory. Okay, oh! I'll show you what the icon of desecration can do. Yep. Where is it? It's gonna be down here, isn't it? Because it's alphabetized, yeah. Okay. Were those the only questions you had, Pretzel? Yeah, he really summed that up perfectly. That is probably... But then, you know, that's also not just RTS specific in general. But it is the most blatant frustration I definitely have with the genre. Is giving the AI cheats, you know? Okay, you'll see that the health potions we bought do not get refilled. They will not be refilled until we hit here. Once we hit the Ring of Champions, we'll get our items refreshed. See our Chaos Knights here. Gotcha. What's it say it does? 25? Okay, so we want to do that. We want to do this. That's a lot, right? And that's a lot. That is not. So we'll do that. 30. Yeah, we'll replace that. Enter the barracks. Let's see. No. Armory. Okay, so. Buy. Okay, that gives us 3,320. Might be able to make some of these guys tougher. As you can see, increases chance to hit by 2. You can see that here. This tells you not only what type of damage they do, but their chance to hit. So that'll knock it to 22. Armor, right here. And you don't have to buy it all at once. And once you buy it for a unit, it's permanent. You don't really need armor for your ranged. I mean, you can get it, but for them, it's going to be weapons. Any frontline melee types, I'd go armor first. Ranged goes with weapons first. And as you can see, we are almost completely out of gold. But I'm going to show you what you can do. So we'll go to the crossroads, and I'll show you the power of desecration. Every faction has a icon of some sort that does a similar mechanic. If what Pseudoball said is true, the road ahead should lead to more Northmen eager to join a rising champion. Your shamans claim that a temple to the Empire god Sigmar is to the west. Within its vaults lie several artifacts taken from dead Chaos champions many generations ago by Count Erdred of the Empire. Protected by priests and warriors, it will be a hard fight to liberate the gifts from the gods back into the rightful hands. Yeah. As Synops pointed out, optional really shouldn't be called optional. They were correct, the shamans. Even Thorgar can feel the presence of several powerful chaos artifacts as he approaches the temple. However, it appears the priests have been forewarned and even now are attempting to relocate their dangerous charges away from the advancing chaos warband. Alright, so we want to bring you. We want to bring the knights, of course. We're going to bring both axe throwers. And the castlers. Uh-oh, they're low. So what do? Well, I'll show you. It's good to save your icon of desecration or equivalent item for units that are low level. And the reason is when they advance a rank, they're going to lose about half health because their unit size increases. This will allow you to fill their unit size right from the beginning. Or during the first match, or during the match in which they are ranking up. If I remember, they send convoys out here and we have to stop them.
Let us slaughter these weaklings.
1, 2,
we shall
3,
crush them.
4.
Destroy and dominate. Work in mysterious Don't ways. Let these unworthy curs take the relics. Cowards. May the gods curse the slowest.
That's the first caravan away, brother. Good work. Now keep loading.
Flagellants. They are unbreakable.
The power of chaos flows within me. Oh, beautiful bloodshed!
We have another wagon ready to go.
Man, chosen one.
Get those accursed things out of here quickly.
Get them into the ground.
Chaos will rule this
The WAAAGHammer here! Defend the caravan!
Glorious battle is joined. Praise the gods. Destroy them all! Kill everything! We shall earn the favor of the gods with the blood of the weaklings. We shall earn the favor of the gods with the blood of the weaklings. The gods are pleased. Your warriors we bring death. Bow down to all the gods.
Alright, so you take this,
the enemy
drop
is
it
weak.
here.
I shall destroy this army with ease.
And you're going to start seeing this unit start going up.
Claim these lands
Gaining
for the
models.
mighty gods of the north.
So, this ended up saving us probably about 1,000 gold. But in a pinch, it's also a really good way in the middle of a match to increase the unit size of a unit that ranked up. You'll see it goes down with every drop.
I shall destroy this army with ease. Bow down to all the gods. I am the god's executioner. I shall destroy this army with ease. The prey has been sighted.
I think okay, I threw it, yeah.
The gods grant me their power.
I will destroy them all! We fear nothing! Trample this place to dust! I shall be like the coming of a storm! Kill with glee! Kill for the glorious battle is joy! These weaklings cannot stand here! Let's make worm fodder! Decapitate and annihilate! Your warriors are victorious! Be ungentle in your intentions! Waste everything! Sheathe your swords in the bellies of your foes! The prey has been sighted. How might I serve the gods? Destroy with joy! Forward together!
And now we just wait. They'll send out another caravan, I think.
The vault is more than half empty now, brother. Keep up the good work. They must not be taken.
Command.
These weaklings cannot
And I'm
stand
doing
before
this
me.
to kind of separate
will
the
be
guard
my
from
lands.
the actual caravan.
These weaklings cannot stand before me.
We got flagellants, we got handgunners.
Destroy
Though.
them all! Kill everything!
I will move on.
Bow down to all the gods! It is good. I shall destroy this army with ease! My wrath is not sated. My wrath is not sated. Advance and crush them! My blade is yours!
Running,
the
running,
enemy
running.
will not
Running,
come
running,
to me,
running.
cowards!
This also gives us more time for our abilities to recharge. Oh,
The
look at
gods
that.
will be victorious.
Wait, where are they going? Look at that. I don't know where they're going. Well, that's different. Did I just inadvertently make this more difficult on myself? Huh.
We do not fear this foe! Let the realm of chaos come!
I guess, maybe.
Glorious battle is joined! The enemy is weak! Bow down to all the gods! We shall be as kings! The gods are pleased! Dismember with delight! Almighty gods, bless us with your gifts that we might prevail! My conquest grows with every moment!
I think I may have messed up.
I am the herald of the northern powers. The gods' foes are not but
Gods are pleased! Your warriors are victorious! Mercy! It is good. Onwards to victory!
Run away,
Raise
run away,
everything
run
for
away.
the glories of the gods! The gods have shown us the way! No retreat! No retreat! Lay out a feast for the ravens! Let us slaughter these weaklings! Glorious battle is joined! The gods fight hard! I am the destroyer! As you wish, favored one. The enemy will not come. The warriors are victorious. We shall destroy them all. Let's get moving. We shall advance the great champion. Destroy them all! Kill everything! We fear nothing.
Yeah, I may have really messed that up. That's alright, though.
We're almost done here. Hurry, now. Get the last of them out of the vault. The gods are pleased. The enemy is weak. The warriors are Get moving! We follow you, great champion. May the gods curse the slowest man. We fear
Flanking matters,
nothing.
positioning matters. It's just something you'll have to mess around with.
The power of chaos flows within me, as the gods command.
There is nothing for me here. I am the herald of the northern powers.
I shall destroy this army with ease.
The four powers favor me.
It is good. Glorious battle is joined.
Oh, me.
Charge! Fight for the gods! Show us the way! Let us slaughter these weaklings! Get them in range! Bring death to the unworthy! My blade is yours! You with all your might! Rich pickings! Let the butchery commence! The gods are pleased! The warriors are victorious! The power of chaos flows within me! We shall destroy them all! Waste everything! The enemy will not come to me, cowards. Save yourselves! The gods are pleased.
There we go. Should be good now. Alright, Pretzel. Take it easy. You have a good night.
Almighty gods, bless us with your gifts that we might prevail. We follow you, great champion. The gods are pleased. Death for the victorious. How might I serve the gods? We follow you, great champion. What would you have us do? Fear my blade, weaklings! The gods are pleased. Your warriors are victorious. We follow you, great champion. Let the butchery commence.
As my wishes, it shall be done.
I will destroy them all! I shall destroy this army with ease. The ground shall shake beneath our hooves! We fear nothing! I will destroy them all! The way! The enemy will not come to me. Cowards! Kill! Destroy! Slaughter! As the gods command. I shall be like the coming of a storm. The gods have shown us the way! For the slaughter is joined! Destroy with joy!
It just leaves you and me. I think they're going to want us to go up there and do something with that, but...
I shall destroy this army with ease! We do not fear
Now, if I was a smarter man, I would have moved them out of there long ago so that they could get the benefit of it.
Glory to chaos! We
As long as they're not in it.
foe.
Yeah.
The gods favor us with this bountiful carnage.
Alright.
Destroy and dominate!
That's the last of them, brother. They'll be safe now.
My face is
God bless you. Now
forgot
let's
he could
show
heal.
these barbarians the steel of the Empire. Our tribe is the strongest. We bring death. Get them in range.
Alright, this one's going to have in Baldy of Sigmar. So we got to be careful. There is multiplayer. I don't know if it's active. We will take a look at that here shortly. I was going to try and get to the dueling stage, but we've already seen a duel take place. Dueling levels are the same thing.
As you wish, favored one.
I will move on. My will cannot be contested.
Destroy and dominate.
The breath of the gods blows strong
Let's see
this
if I can pull
day.
this off without losing my sorcerer. Because if you lose your character, you lose your character, and you don't want to lose any characters. Flagellants and swords.
The gods control. The four powers favor me. Fear the god of chaos.
The gods have shown us the way. We shall crush them. Be ungentle in your intentions. Sheathe your swords in the bellies of your foes. Sheathe your swords in the bellies of your foes. These weaklings cannot stand before. Glory to chaos! Please kill for the gods! Let none escape! How might I serve the gods? I am the gods' executioner. Let the butchery commence. A weakling foe has been found. Beautiful bloodshed! Your enemies will soon be dead.
We want to make sure we wipe out these.
Your knight stands ready for victorious. We shall be as the falling axe.
Get all this
Shut
good
them
stuff.
down! We shall be as the falling axe. These weaklings cannot stand before me. Your enemies will soon be dead. Your warriors are victorious. Slaughter them all! As the gods see fit. I shall destroy this army with ease. Destroy and dominate! The gods are pleased. Your warriors are victorious.
My fate is
The
clear.
gods have granted you their We shall be as the falling axe. I will seek out my foes.
There we go. Alright, and as you can see, we got a lot of experience.
The tide of
Boom. Uh, 1,500 gold on top of everything else we got. We will hit the next campfire. I hope I didn't make a mistake. If we did, you can always retreat. Alright, so now we go to the alchemist. Bam. See this? Refilled. Banner of the gods. This is why having a banner is important. Also, that's not too bad. More axe throwing. Plus 25% to spells. Alright, where does it equip into? Or is it just... Can't quite remember. Spirit of Battle increases attack speed of the hero and his unit by 20%. These are almost never useful. Unless you got the money to spend. Or the armory. Right. Well, there's barracks first. Nope, temple. Oof, 1,000. 280 is more. Oh, it hurt, but wanted to do it. Armory, what do we want? 585. We don't really have much for it. Okay. So. There you go. Left click and drag the banner on the unit that you want to be on. You can unequip it and it will be transferable. We want it on these guys. Actually, we don't. We want it on these guys. Alright, they're going to be the ones taking the brunt of it. Everything else is going to be an anvil. Okay, so this, I think it just works passively, right? 40% stamina, plus 1 armor and charge, 10% shooting damage resistance. That's all great to have on a sorcerer. %20 HP. Yeah, because he's going to be in the thick of it. That's probably how we want to do it. We could buy another unit. I don't see a reason to. Alright. The end of the chapter is going to be here, the Trial of the Gods. So we'd have one more battle. Crossroads, which will bring us to the duel with the Fly Lord, which is going to be a champion of Nurgle. Because right now, they're looking for the next ever chosen. That's essentially what the Chaos campaign's about. We'll go dip our head into it. Because I think this has been a pretty good showcase. Maybe not. Although most of Asavarkol's horde was destroyed or scattered, a few warbands survived. Now the Empire's can claim one of these chaos strongholds. So, as you can see, there's a lot of space for units. We did not buy units. I probably should have. probably would have helped us in the long run, but I'll show you what it looks like. Then we'll go back to the screen. Maybe I'll do a quick multiplayer battle against the AI, if I can remember how to do it, because you gotta do a little bit of setup. Okay, so this is what this is about.
Hazard be praised!
We are actually defending a keep. You can open and close the doors. That's important if you want to sally forth. They will be trying to climb the walls. They'll have their own artillery.
That victory will be ours today.
We do have demon cannons, or hell cannons, which do massive damage, and especially morale stuff. What else can you do?
We bring death.
Put your troops up on the wall.
The gods are impatient.
Obviously, you want your range
Get them
stuff
in range.
until they start getting closer.
Get moving.
Then you want to
Forward,
swap them out
kinsmen, forward.
with your melee troops. Now, the melee troops are important
Strike
to realize.
swiftly.
You want to put them as close to these towers as you can, because this is where
We
the
bring
units
death.
go up and down from the battlements. End goal is you want to protect this. If they capture this point, you lose. Sometimes there's multiple points across the map, and not all of them are immediate defeat. They just might be extra bonuses or objectives for you to accomplish for better rewards or as a defeat requirement. This refills our units, as it says right here. So if someone gets too low, you just move them back. And it acts like an icon of desecration.
The breath of the gods.
Sometimes
grows
it
strong
benefits
this
you to
day.
have your gate open so that they funnel their troops in this way rather than trying to have, worry about them mounting the walls.
We
Usually
shall
when
be
you play-
as kings.
Here's the one that's got the unbreakable. Can't remember.
Pray and slay.
One of these does. I think it's this one.
We shall earn the favor of the gods with the blood of the weaklings. We fear nothing.
But you're going to want to
gods
set them
are
right in
impatient.
front of the door.
Get moving.
The gods grant me their power.
That way they receive any units coming in. But yeah, this will be the first siege mission. I'm not going to spoil it for you. There are some where you are the besieger. In ones like this, we are the besieged. So it's a great game. I didn't run into any bugs from what I remember, or glitches. The save file thing is one I saw review-wise on Steam. So keep your ear to the ground for that, but you can pick it up on Steam or Good Old Games. I'm playing it on Good Old Games right now. We'll exit. We saved, it doesn't matter. As you can see here, you get 4 chapters for Empire, you get 4 chapters for Chaos. You get 3 chapters for Orcs and Goblins. By far, of order of difficulty, I would say the most difficult is Orcs and Goblins, then the Hordes of Chaos, and last but not least, Empire. And the main reason for that is the Empire gets a multitude of really devastating war machines. Hordes of Chaos get some neat stuff that help, but Orcs and Goblins, as neat as they are, as characterful, they have morale issues, and the campaign is just crafted in a way that's more challenging. Maybe that's why they only have 3 chapters. They said, oh crap, we forgot to put a 4th in, so let's just make it a little bit more difficult. But the length of this is not that much shorter than the other 2. It's just that these have a little bit more leeway. In regards to uniqueness, I recommend the Hordes of Chaos faction, because around Chapter 3, you will be able to vote yourself to one of the 2 Chaos Gods available in the game, Nurgle and Khorne. There's your spoiler. And the outcome is, do you want him to be a Demon Prince kind of thing, and access to Blood Letters, or do you want him to have passive effects and get Plague Bears? So let's go to skirmish. Let's see if I can figure this out. Created by password max. I don't remember. Normal battle. Great game. No. No siege. One time. Suggest players. No. How do we do this? Multiplayer. Great game. No. How do we set this up? Oh, first you gotta create armies. That's what you gotta do. Alright, so, this will be the tail end of it. So these are the army lists available. Now, in the Empire campaign, you will be playing as the Empire. And as you can see, each of the Empire factions get access to different units. They get access to different heroes. Sometimes there's overlap, right? So, like the Elector Count. But here, Nolan gets a Jade Wizard. The others do not. They get Knights of the Blazing Sun. Nolan get the Reichsguard. You can see the siege units down here. You can set point limits from 10, 30,000, and there are mercenary units, which are dwarfs for Empire. But during the Empire campaign, you'll be playing as the Empire and the Elves. So for the Elves, you get pointier crap, right? Shadowlands, Illyrian, and Safari. Once again, their own unique units and heroes intermixed with generic types. Mercenary unit-wise, they really don't get much. For Skaven, which are co-packed with the Chaos campaign, you get Eshin, Scryer, and Clan Moors, right? Generic Warlord clan. Once again, you get some unique units per clan. Their mercenary units are going to be Greenskins. Now, a keen eye might notice something very interesting here. We have a Warp Lightning Cannon. We have a Screaming Bell. We have a Battering Ram. For Eshin and the Warlock. Scryer, we get a Battering Ram and Warp Lightning Cannon. What is missing from Clan Scryer? Any bets? It's a fairly iconic Skaven unit. It is called the Doom Wheel. The reason the Doom Wheel is not in the roster is this is based on, if I remember, 6th edition Skaven Army book. Now, the 6th edition Skaven Army book was strange in that it removed the Doom Wheel. It was not in the tabletop for an entire edition. Something you don't hear people bring up. But I remember vividly, because I had been playing Skaven up at that point. That was around 2002. This game came out around 2005-ish. Skaven would not get a Doom Wheel back officially in the Army book until about 2009, when 7th edition dropped, which would be their final book. They never got an 8th edition. But yeah, you'll notice that they don't have a Doom Wheel, which is a huge oversight. But considering again that this game was modeled and based after the edition where they did not have it in the tabletop, it makes sense. Alright, moving on. We did Skaven. For Khorne, you can kind of see it here. Alright, this is what we would get access to: Battering Ram, Siege Towers, Weird Spawn, Chaos Furies, and Warhounds. Alright, Marauder Horsemen. with their mercenary units being orcs and goblins. That was undivided. Khorne. If you align with Khorne in the campaign, Thorgar can become a demon prince. And he gets access to bloodletters. Or, if you decide to make him follow Nurgle, this is who you get. He changes to the Exalted Champion of Nurgle, and then you also get access to extra spellcasters in a different set of heroes, and you also get Plague Bearers, who, as you can see down here, have different stats and abilities. Plagued. Causes plagued enemy units when they hit in melee. Plague is similar to poison, but instead of afflicting only a single unit, it damages a whole regiment. So, remember when I told you regiments have individual models, much like Total War Warhammer, so you kind of want to maneuver your units around so that every model is in base contact with other models. That's why it's important. Units that have poison only apply poison to specific models, unless it's Plague Bearers, where the poison impacts the entire unit. Yes, it can be cumulative, and it's pretty devastating. For the campaign, ease of the campaign, going Nurgle tends to be the better choice over going Khorne, because yeah, the Demon Prince is neat looking, but he's so big, and he can't be everywhere at once. And the Bloodletters are fine, but they don't have that same plague ability that Plague Bearers have, obviously. Alright, now, Orcs and Goblins, as a faction here, as a main faction, are different from their Mercenary variant in that they have more options. As you can see here, you get Squigs, you get Night Goblins and Fanatics, you get two different types of Trolls. Or is it just maybe one? Okay, it's just one. They didn't put in River Trolls. Alright. But for the most part, you're going to see a lot less variation between these different lists here. But you get two different types of spellcasters, and their mercenary units are literally just these. It's very anemic, but fitting. And last but not least, you have the Dark Elves, who you will be playing as a co-op faction for the Orc and Goblin campaign. Their mercenary units are going to once again be Chaos. The Elves don't get their own campaigns. That's why their lists look a bit smaller. Also, it was just that edition. They were really just pulling what was available at the time. And it wouldn't be until another edition or two where fantasy especially started to blow up and they expand the roster. But there you go, folks. Another WAAAGHamma Wednezdayz showcase. Down. I think it's a good one. This is a really good game, and there's enough here that even if you played Total War Warhammer to death, I think you can enjoy this game. I don't think it is a simpler version because it's a very different game. Total War Warhammer has the big map management. This is, you are controlling an army on the move, and you have to try to get that army from point A to point Z in as much intact as possible, leveling up, getting items, equipping stuff, selling stuff, doing the side quests, not just the ones that say optional mission, but the actual side quests inside of the missions. As you saw, destroying certain houses held certain items. So there's a lot here in this game. Trust me, you will get a lot of value out of it. Now we can generate an army. Generate army. There you go. Close. We can save. Random arm. Save your arm. Okay. Create arm. Generate arm. Close. Save. Yeah, W. I think now we should be able to do it. Skirmish. No. Multiplayer. No. Battle. Create. No. Alright, yeah, I don't know how to set this up. There is a way to do it. I can't remember how. I do apologize. Anywho. Thank you all for joining me for another WAAAGHamma Wednezdayz showcase. Once again, showing you that not all Warhammer games need to be either Space Marine 2 or Necromunda Under Hive Wars. The good, the bad, the ugly. That most of these games actually fall into a very solid 7 to 8 spot on the scale. To my subscribers, y'all stay awesome and you have an amazing day, or if you prefer, stay amazing, have an awesome day. Drive by Rum Neck and Beers. I'll catch you later. Until next time, y'all have a good morning, a good afternoon, and most importantly, have yourselves a very good night. Once again, all art provided by my dear brother, except for the coloring stuff that usually just ends up looking pretty bad. But you know what? I like to do my part. See ya. Oh yeah, the game's available on Steam now, and it's still available on Good Old Games.